that make you go,
You know, these aren't jokes, these are thoughts, these are things that make you say.
The media made him a felon. Thought it was cool to have ops, but ain't no money in drilling.
He's on fire!
Party stuff.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh, yeah! Perfect!
And I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of people was wrong. We're counting Karmelo out and they didn't look into the situation. This is the full video of Austin and Hunter and the two boys that you saw in my original video on this coming through that parking lot, walking up, making the beeline. Watch this. They follow. Look, I'm skipping up. So we can't be, because that's gonna be like, they took 10 business days, but still walking quick. But that's a real, keep in mind, this is not a school. Oh, that's another thing. This is not a school. This is a stadium. This is not a school. This is a stadium. They tell, well, he can't have a knife on school grounds. This ain't a school. This is a stadium. The school is separated from this. They didn't come through doors through a school to get here. They came through the parking lot to get here. I don't even live there. And we can see that by the video. He outside at that point. It's legal to have a knife on you in Texas. It's legal to defend yourself if you were touched in Texas. It's legal to defend your property if your property was touched in Texas. So they walking up. Look at them. Just watch. I don't care if you've seen this numerous times. Watch what I'm going to show you. Because this ain't I'm going to show you the video Iron Hands right after this. Watch how they, look, Karmelo sitting, hold on, pause. Karmelo sitting down. Bag it between his legs right here, okay? Watch how they don't go to nobody and dap nobody up. Look. Boom. Climbing up the bleachers. That's that nigga right there, I bet. Boom. They all get in position. Everybody standing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody standing up. Dane, I can't see that. No problem. Watch this. Now, y'all know when I make my videos, I utilize this program called what? Adobe Premiere. This is Adobe Premiere. And what I'm gonna do is, I know y'all haven't seen Adobe Premiere before. Some of y'all haven't. Y'all don't understand what's going on. But I made some adjustments right here on the left, and I made some adjustments right here on the right. Okay? And I tried my best to make this blurry ass footage visibly clear. Let me try to close some of this up. It's still gonna be blurry, but you're gonna have to bear with me. I want y'all to see what's going on. Y'all can see this, right? Look. Can y'all see this a little bit better? Look, do you see that punch? That's Austin walking up. Look at this right here. Boom. That's a punch. Boom. Boom. That's a punch. Boom. Right there. Boom. That's a punch. That's not a push. That's not a push. That's a boom. Boom. That's a punch. You can't. Boom. Boom. Look at his body. Boom. Look at his body. Boom. 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 That's a punch, y'all. Stop saying that was a push. Liars. And look, I'm not even talking about the public. I'm talking about everybody that they called to the witness stand that can't pinpoint where they were sitting at in the video. Where were you in the video, witness 3? Oh, I was right there. And the da-da-da. Look, watch when the transcript come out. The only person that was right next to them was that nigga there. That nigga. He should have been questioned. And same thing with Hunter. And even though they could have been mixed with some Caribbean, they got one need you there, one need you there, one need you there, one need you there, I 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 need you there. Stop trying to make it a racial issue. Get on that judge and the Democrats and Republicans that made it a racial issue. These boys fighting over girls. You know how it is in high school. These boys fighting over girls, goddammit. Their reputation on the line. You know how it's gonna go down. You remember how it was in high school. Who was a football player? Type 13. You know how it was in high school. So let's get to the punch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Karmelo's right here. Right in front of Hunter. So we're gonna go over this. Boom. That's the punch, right? Then watch. Everybody get up and start hitting him. Look at their hand. Look at their arms. Look. Even he took a step up. He took a step up on the bleachers. Look. He getting hit. Look at everybody hitting him. That's a jump. Okay.
Set it on fire. 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 Fire.
I'm from DC. You ain't gonna be able to tell me this ain't no jump. When I see that many hands, arms hitting one target, you ain't gonna be able to explain to me that ain't no jump. You ain't gonna be Everybody getting busy on him. And then he went down. You can see him. He right there. He went down. Then he went up another bleacher. Look, then he leaving. You can see his body. You can see him dashing. Right here. That's Karmelo right there. Soon as he see these boys, look at them. That's Karmelo. Look at them. They about to climb the bleachers. Watch all of them climb. Everybody gonna say they wasn't chasing him. Watch the movement as to the reason why Karmelo ran. They gonna climb up the bleachers. Look, everybody take a step up. Look, go back. Everybody take a steps up. Go back, step up, go back. Look at all of them. Austin is already ahead of them. He's a bleacher up. And I don't know why, I'm gonna go back and show y'all, they blurred this part for some reason. I don't know why they blurred this particular part. Because, okay, for example, you're gonna see, let me go back, let me explain. Austin is punching him, but watch how Austin disappear, right? Boom, watch him disappear. See, that's a blurry spot. For some odd reason, he's gone. But if you look at the blurry spot, he's gonna be right here and come up. And Karmelo will react to that. And the reason why we know he right there because he fall down from right there. I'm talking about Austin. So once Karmelo skipping steps, once everybody start climbing up right here, everybody start climbing up. So Karmelo turning around like, okay, this is a coast clear. And he's seeing everybody climbing up. He like, hell nah, he dipped. He started dipping. Then Austin started falling down. Everybody was still trying to climb up until Austin started falling backwards and falling down. Right there. That's when you see everybody basically stop and go that way. Okay? Because Austin is falling down. Now, do we have that part clear before we move any forward, before we go any further? Do we type 13 if we have that part clear? Because there's some more things I want to cover that's in this video that's questionable. Do it, yeah, no, Karmelo got up out of there. He wasn't playing. Karmelo got up out of there. As soon as so keep in mind, he can't go nowhere. He's blocked right here, blocked right here, blocked right here. He can't go left, he can't go right, he can't go forward. So what does he do? What does he do? He goes backwards. He goes backwards. That's his only escape. He finally escaped. And he like, nah, hell nah, these niggas following me. He trying to get up out of there. It's wet steps. He hitting them steps. And then he falls to the ground. Karmelo. Then he gets back up. Then he start doing a 100-yard dash down there. They was saying Karmelo was walking. He hauled ass. You tripping. He hauled ass. And now you can see that in the video. You could probably clock his speed and see why he was a track star for real. And I ain't trying to be funny. I know some of y'all gonna be like, he a runner, he a track star. But keep in mind, he up against some big fools. You know what I'm saying? He up against some football players. I know he played football too, but they bigger than him. These boys was linebackers. Austin and Hunter, linebackers. 6'1", 220, 230. Linebackers. He gotta get up out of there some type of way. So if the stab happened, it was justified, in my opinion. Because how else he was gonna get up out of there? Oh, don't touch me, y'all. No, let's be reasonable. It wasn't no, There ain't no room for that. They welling on him. Now, if it was a one-on-one, why they swinging? Right there. They all swinging. All of them swinging. Right there. If it was a one-on-one, why y'all all swinging on him? Even Hunter. Hunter's right here. You can tell because Hunter the biggest body. Hunter's right here in the front. Yeah, they welling on him. They continuously punching him. All of them should have been taking them. Now, the next thing I'm gonna point out is Hunter. I want you to look closely at this person that's facing towards us. That's sitting down right next to the poncho that got taken off by the girl. The yellow poncho. He gonna get up. Watch. Watch him get up. He gonna get up from a sitting position. See? Boom. He got up. You see that? Look right here where my mouse is. This was a seated position. He got up, hurried up, and hauled ass to this trash can right here. Almost getting ready to fall. Look, he put something in the trash can. You can tell he put something in the trash can. His arm is up, the trash can moved. Look, he hurried up and did it. Whatever it was, it must have been something critical, because as soon as he turned around, he gonna run into these people trying to hurry up and get back with his head down. It's something wrong. He had his head down because he wasn't even paying attention that he about to run into this person. Boom. Boom. Hey, man, you ran into me. He got his arms up. He ran right into him. Boom. I'm sorry. Boom. Hey, what you doing? Boom. He ran into him. Boom. And you can even see that on the zoomed out. On top of that. Boom. But he put something in that trash can. And I'm going to show you something else that was suspect about that trash can too. But let's go back. So let's follow his steps. So he sat down. He was sitting down. Hunter's right here. This is Hunter. Hunter never went to Austin, by the way. At least not right here. Hunter's still there. Because look at Hunter's arm. This is Hunter's arm. Hunter, boom, passed him something. Boom, look at his arm. Boom, arm went down. Arm went down. You could tell that he passed him something because his head was turned. Almost looked like he was using the poncho to cover whatever it was, because he picked that poncho up. That poncho is not on that girl no more. That poncho was loose. And how we know that poncho was loose is because as soon as he let it go, watch the poncho fall. See? As soon as he let it go from his hand, the poncho falls. That's not a person. That poncho was already taken off. So he lifted the poncho up to cover whatever Austin was giving him right here. That's a hand. That's a handoff right there. Look at how he passed him up. He passing it with his left arm. Boom, passing it to him right there. Boom, right there. Boom, and see how he lifted up that poncho? Boom, right there. Boom, right there. Boom, and as soon as he passed it to him, he dipped, moved the poncho out his hand, got up, and ran to the trash can. What you passing him right here? That was so important for him to come to this trash can and put it in the trash can really quickly. What was that about? What was it? Did y'all have some weed? So that mean they covering something up when we go to the big one right there. So when Karmelo hauled ass, and this is real time, watch how fast Karmelo moving. Boom, got up. Excuse me. You can tell he ran track. So after Karmelo come back around, when he meet with the coach right here and come down, I want you to look at that trash can. Now the trash can coming back in view. The trash can is now tipped over. Somebody knocked it down. Look, somebody knocked that trash can down. Don't look at nothing else but the trash can. Watch this guy. Look, the trash can is knocked over. It wasn't like this at first. He picks it up. Look, he picked up the trash can and moved it over. Then he got in the trash can. You see that? Took something out, put it in his pocket. Look. Watch him. He gonna come to that trash can, pick it up, move it over, go in it, take something out, put it in his pocket, switch it. See? Come on, bro. I'm not even a police officer and I can see that. Come on, bro. The trash can down. What's this about? Picked it up, moved it over, went in it, and put it in his pocket. Again, trash can is down now. Keep in mind the trash can was up. Let me go back. Look, the trash can was up, right? That same trash can. You see him. That same trash can, right? Look, this Karmelo. Watch this guy. This is not a game. He gonna come over here. He hit that same trash can. Boom. You saw the trash can move. He ran it to him. See? So when we finish, he come back around, come back down. Now the trash can is down. Who did that? Picked it up, moved it over, went in it, took something out, put it in his pocket. I don't know. It looked like somebody passing off the murder weapon. It's either that or they had some weed in there. Or, so it couldn't have been weed, because what they gonna do with weed that's wet? Keep in mind it's raining. So if it was any type of drug, what they doing putting it in the trash can? Unless it was bagged up and not rolled up, bagged up, covered up, I doubt it very seriously. What drug dealer you know is gonna make sure that it don't get rained on the field? It should have been bagged up already, ready to be passed. If it was drugs, you ain't about to bring a whole QP with you on the field. You ain't about to bring a whole Vic with you on the field. You about to light that up right there, bro? So what was you hiding? And that was more than one person involved, right? Listen, that was more than one person involved. Hunter got a whole squad with him. Everybody should be questioned. Dane, they don't have any phone evidence. All right, then explain this. This is what Collin County put out. See how I say state exhibit 32? I'ma scroll up. They gonna say that that's the knife, allegedly. But is that an apple? No, I don't think that's a broken apple. Is that an Android? That's somebody cleat right there. That apple wouldn't have survived. Nah, them iPhones don't survive out in the rain, do they? I gotta look that up. iPhone don't survive in the rain, right? They not waterproof. I'm just playing. That's an iPhone right there. They moved the tent. I thought they wasn't supposed to tamper with the scene of the crime. You moved the tent from its original location. The police admitted that they moved the tent from its original location. Their excuse was because it was raining and they didn't want the rain to get on Austin. Not only was the tent moved, so was the bag. Here go one. State Exhibit 44. All of a sudden a blue tent is there. And so was the bag. Well, since the tent moving, just throw the bag up on us. Throw one of the kids' bags on it. They ain't even know. Notice how they wasn't even counting this as evidence at first. They ain't even know this was Carmelo's bag. This one is open. We see a pen hanging out, right? They just tossed it. They go one, another angle. Look, they get crime scene tape. I don't see no bag. Where the bag at? Is it over here? Right? Okay, look. Hold on. Hold on. We about to get to it. This ain't the picture. I just want y'all to see that that's not. This is okay. CBS 2 Idaho News. Right? I want y'all to see that this is real. So let's go to the pictures real quick. That's one that you saw, right? He game. Look, no bag. Peep game. I want you to notice the colors on this. This is the alleged murder weapon. I just want you to notice the colors. It's like a silver titanium handle. That's like a bluish green. That part right there is like a bluish green as far as the handle is concerned. And the knife itself is like a bluish green. Right? Y'all can see that, right? Everybody clear on that? We good? Because look, that very next picture, it's a black knife. How I go from this to this? Look. This to this, then to this, to this. From this to this. Then, which one is it? Like, what? This ain't ChatGPT. None of that. I showed you where this is at. Want me to do it again? Again. CBS 2, Idaho News. This their web. This their article. Boom. Let's go to the photos. When they first released the evidence. Alleged evidence. Nice looking knife. Black knife. Bluish silver knife. Black knife. All right, watch this. So this came out April 4th, 2025. Hold on, let me zoom in. Fox 4. I think this is Fort Worth, Texas. April 4th. Y'all can see this, right? Yeah. April 4th, 2025. Hold up. Witness statements. The arrest report also provides details from several witnesses about the events leading up to the stabbing. Listen. First witness, a member of the Memorial High School track team, told police he was sitting under the Memorial High School pop-up tent with the rest of his team. The victim and a suspect were sitting nearby. Quote, Anthony was from Centennial High School and was sitting under the Memorial High School tent. The victim, and I'm gonna say, what's his name? Austin. I'm gonna start saying everybody's name. Austin had told Karmelo that he needed to move out from under their team's tent, and Karmelo grabbed his bag, opened it and reached inside and proceeded to tell Austin, touch me and see what happens. No one really thought Anthony really had any weapons in his bag, and Austin proceeded to touch Anthony. And then Anthony told the victim to punch him and see what happens. I'm gonna back it up. No one really thought Anthony really had any weapons in his bag, and Austin proceeded to touch Karmelo and that's self-defense. And then Anthony told Austin to punch him and see what happens. Punch him and see what happens. Look, that's not it. That's not the point. A short time later, Austin grabbed Karmelo to tell him to move. You don't grab somebody to tell them to move. And Anthony pulled out what what the witness called as a black knife. That's the black knife. Nigga, they marked a whole different knife as evidence. That's not black. That's black. That ain't black. Where you see black at? More than one knife? Something ain't right. Somebody lying. Let me get my coffee. Hit the like button. So, those are the discrepancies I have.
OCO, free thinkers.
I make you think.